Hey guys, today we are going to discuss about color CRT or also known as colored cathode ray tube. Now the color monitor displays they are used by the combination of phosphorus. That is we display colors on CRTs using a different combination of phosphorus where the phosphorus are of different colors. Now there are two popular approaches for producing color displays with a CRT. First of all we have the beam penetration method and the second is the shadow mask method. Now we will be discussing each of these methods in detail. That is, first of all, we have the beam penetration method. In this, there are only two phosphor layers. That is, the first is the red layer and second is the green layer. Now, a beam of slow electrons excite only the outer red layer. But a beam of very fast electrons penetrates through a red layer and excites the inner green layer. That is, let me explain it to you. That is, if the electron beam which is coming, so first if it is slow, the slow electrons will only excite the outer red layer. That is the red layer. Only this layer will be excited when the electrons are slow. Now a fast electron beam will excite the green layer. That is it will penetrate through the red layer and excite the inner green layer. That is this will be the green layer over here. The fast electrons will pass through the red layer and it will excite the green layer over here. Whereas the slow electrons will only excite the outer red layer. Now let us discuss that at intermediate beam speeds, the combination of red and green light are produced or emitted to show two additional colors, that is orange and yellow. That is, if we have electron beams of intermediate speed, that is the electron beam is of intermediate speed, then a combination of red and green light is produced. So two additional colors will be given to us, that is the orange color as well as the yellow color. Now the speed of electrons and hence the color on the screen at any point is controlled by the beam acceleration voltage. For example, we have the electron beam here and we have the acceleration voltage over here. That is the beam acceleration voltage. Now this beam acceleration voltage is used to control the speed of the electron beam. So if there are high speed electrons, the green layer will be excited, and if there are slow speed electrons, then only the outer red layer will be excited. And suppose if we have intermediate speed electrons, then the combination of red and green light will be produced, which will give us the orange color as well as the yellow color. So this is how the beam penetration method works, which gives us different colors. So now let us come to the second method for a colored CRT. That is the shadow mask method. Now shadow mask method uses three phosphor color dots at each pixel position, and one phosphor dot emits red light, the other emits a green light, and the third one emits a blue light. That is what they are meant to say is that we have three phosphor dots. First is red color, which emits the red color. Second emits the green color, and this one emits the third one emits the blue color. That is RG and B. So now this type of CRT has three electron guns, and one for each phosphor dot, and a shadow mask grid just behind the phosphor coated screen. So let us understand what they mean by this first part. Now they are saying that there are three electron guns. Suppose there are three electron guns. There are three electron guns, and which is one for each cathode, which is one for each color dot. That is, this will hit this dot, and this will be hitting this dot, and the third one will hit the third dot. And let us show you this with the help of a diagram. This is the three electron guns, and there are the three phosphor dots over here. Now the electron from each of these guns hit the phosphor dot at different places. That is, first of all, the red one will hit the red dot, and the green electron gun will hit the green dot. Now similarly, the one for the blue electron gun will hit the blue phosphor dot. And the second point which they have stated is that a shadow mask grid just behind the phosphor coated screen is there. So this is the shadow mask grid. Now shadow mask grid is nothing but it is just a just a plane which has dots in it. Now these are used to focus the electron beams into a single narrow beam. Suppose there are multiple electron beams, now it is used to focus into a single narrow beam at different places. So this is the sole purpose of the shadow mask. Now the light emitted from each phosphor, that is from the three phosphor, results in a small spot of color at each pixel position. Now, since our eyes tend to merge the light emitted from the three phosphor dots is converted into one composite color. Now, what they mean to say here is we have three phosphor dots as we discussed. One is red, one is green, and the last one is blue. Now, these will emit simultaneously. Different colors will be emitted from them. Now, the colors that will be emitted from them will be cumulated or will be converted into one composite color by our eyes. This is the property of our eyes, the natural property of our eyes, that if we have separate colors and they are very close together, then our eyes tends to merge the color into one composite color. That is why we will be able to see different colors at different positions of the screen. So this is how the shadow mask method works. And this is the diagram for the shadow mask method. This is the screen at which the image will be displayed. Now lastly, we have flat panel devices. In flat panel devices, it refers to a class of video devices that have reduced volume, reduced weight, and the power requirements are also low as compared to a CRT. These are not CRTs, they are very different from CRTs. Okay, and then a significant feature of flat panel displays is that they are thinner than the CRTs and we can hang them on walls or wear them on our wrists. Now you must be very familiar with the type of flat panel devices that we are going to discuss now. That is, there are two categories. The first one is the emissive category, that is this one, and the second one is the non-emissive category. Now in the emissive displays or the emitters, the devices are that convert electrical energy into light. For example, we have the plasma panels. The plasma panels are there, and we also have thin film electroluminescent displays. And light emitting diodes are example of emissive displays. For example, the plasma TVs you must have seen. We have plasma TVs as well as LED TVs. So these are the emissive displays which convert electrical energy into light. And then we also have the light emitting diodes, that is the LED lights, which also use the same method in order to generate the light from electrical energy. Then secondly, we have non-emissive displays. This is the non-emissive displays, or also known as non-emitters. They use optical methods to convert the sunlight or light from some other source into graphical patterns. Now they use this light, that is the light source is used to convert a graphical pattern. Whereas in flat panel displays where they were emissive displays, they use the electrical energy in order to convert into the graphical pattern or into the light source. So here it is the completely opposite. That is, we are using a light source here over now, and then we will be generating a graphical pattern. Now the examples of non-emissive displays are the liquid crystal display, that is the LCD. LCD panels are used, and in this we have plasma panels. That is, in emissive displays we have plasma panels, and over here we have the liquid crystal displays or the LCD TVs or the LCD panels. So these are the two types of flat panel displays that we discussed, and these are the advantages of flat panel displays over CRTs. That is, they have reduced volume, reduced weight, and the power requirements are also low. And they can be hung up on the wall, and they are very thin in size. That is, they are very thin, whereas CRTs are very fat, or we can say that very bulky in size. That is a CRT, whereas a flat panel device is as thin as a TV. That the TVs that we get nowadays. So these are the different type of methods that we discussed in order to generate the color CRTs. That is the shadow mask method. And first we discussed the beam penetration method. So this is it for this video. If you were able to understand the different methods and the flat panel displays as well, then write wow in the comment section, and it would be great to know that you were able to understand this. And before leaving, just do not forget to subscribe the channel, as it would really help us in order to create such videos. So thank you. See you in the next one.